What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to Primordia. Right, let's carry on with this damn thing, shall we? Alright. Let's use some pretty standout words. Let's try history. History. Metropole was founded by man during the Primordium, and at its peak was home to thousands of humans. These great builders laid its city plans and built its most important machines, including those who composed the Robot Council. The humans in Metropole all died during the War of the Four Cities. Following that catastrophe, the Robot Council has governed the city according to its new constitution. Every year, more robots join a growing population through internal production and external migration. Right, another one was landmarks. Oh, these two were in bold, not in bold, capitalized in the thingy. Landmarks. The landmarks. Here at the city centre, you will find the council tower rising over the skyline, as well as such an architectural triumph as Arbiter's courthouse and central station. The city's industrial heart, the underworks, can be found below. By taking the blue line, you can reach the cathedral station, where you will find the famed Metropolitan Cathedral, home to Steeple Manbuilt and his archive on humanity. At Portside Station on the yellow line, you can see the old rocket launch pads. Alright, Steeple Manbuilt? During the Primordium, Steeple operated the city's grand cathedral for the humans who lived here. When they were killed during the War of the Four Cities, he became a member of the Robot Council that governs Metropole. His mainframe is housed by the cathedral's belfry. Alright, what can we take from this? What about Council? Robot Council. The Robot Council is a 5-member body that governs the city according to its laws and constitution. It is made up of those machines who manage the most important facets of Metropole during the Primordium. Arbiter Manbuilt interprets the city's laws and resolves disputes. Factor Manbuilt builds most of the Metropole's industrial output. Memorious Manbuilt manages the city's data. Steeple Manbuilt keeps the memory of man lastly. Metroman Manbuilt handles the public transport and utilities. We've looked at Arbiter. I think we've looked at Factor. Steeple we have. Metromind we have. Did we do Metromind or Memorious? I think it was Memorious. Try Factor Manbuilt. Factor Manbuilt, a machine of enormous size and productive capacity. Factor spans much of the area known as the Underworks, following the clan clearly. Yeah, we've got all this. Or Metrobuilt, Metropole. Metropolitan Cathedral. The twisting spines of the Metropolitan Cathedral, though damaged during the War of the Four Cities, remain a moving monument to man's spiritual nature. Built during the Primordium as part of man's religious practice, the cathedral now is home to the humanist creed. The cathedral houses an extensive archive regarding man and holds regular humanist services under the guidance of Steeple Manbuilt. Visit the Blue Line to Cathedral Station. What's humanist? Humanism. Humanism is the worship of man. The organic beings are responsible for building the first machines. Steeple Manbuilt was the first to propose humanism as a religion for Metropole, though this proposal was voted down by the Robot Council. I'm not getting anywhere. Haven for all machines. System records. History, laws, and landmarks. I don't know. Not really going anywhere, like oblique. An angle that is... This is where it stops. An angle that is not a multiple of 90 degrees is called an oblique angle. All terms in Aurelian are oblique to avoid the need for sharp deceleration. Yeah, I am spelling it the same, aren't I? Red Leon. but then it comes back as redline. No such topic. I have no idea. Was that just a... No, because it can't be. Unless it was a... What is this? Alright, where does this go? Let me... What? No such topic. Does it say... Castle Tower. Patience.
I'm too far away.
Anything. Council Tower. Rising far above the city skyline, the Council Tower is a virtual meeting place for the Robot Council. Here in the highest room in the tower, the council members converse via special secured monitors. Any robot wishing to petition the council may do so by speaking to the crier located in the lobby's tower. Crier Council built. The Crier is a relatively simple robot that was built collectively by the council and charged with hearing and conveying petitions from the Crier city's robots. Right. This has got to be something then, because this is giving us odd topics.
Odd topics from the information kiosk that I saw wearing the monocle. Red line was misspelled.
Ah, see, he even thinks on it.
Odd topics from the information kiosk that I saw wearing the monocle. For some reason, there was an entry for the word oblique.
Yeah, Redlian was misspelled. But why though?
Odd topics from the information kiosk that I saw wearing the monocle. Red line was misspelled.
What is Redlian?
When we go to the tower, we have to assume Metromine will be waiting for us.
Perhaps, perhaps not. To us, our mission is all-consuming. But to Metromine, we are one of 100 problems. Tunnels cave in, bridges collapse, generators fail, foundations crumble. All these things require her attention.
Okay, so that covers perhaps not. But what if she is there? What then?
Then I will be pleased.
That makes one of us.
What about you, Crispin? Anything?
You know, it was like you could read that Redline poem in 2 different ways, boss.
What poem? There wasn't a... What? Edlian? It's like you could read it in a different way. A mighty feat. Redlian's boss controls us all. Total system fault. What do you mean read it in a different way? Fault system total, all us controls boss Redline feat. You mean... Hold on. N-I-L... Well, it was... yeah. A mighty feat. Alien's boss controls us all. Total system fault. I was about to say fault then. I don't... What do you mean, read it in a different way? Mighty feat. Redlands boss controls us all. Total system fault. Who is Redline's boss controls us all. What are you on about? Read it different. Hold on. I think I've spotted it. You may have spotted this You may have spotted this a long time ago, and I apologize. Can you see something within this? Because I can, and I wonder if that's it. If it's not, I'm gonna be fucking annoyed. And if it is, I'm still gonna be fucking annoyed. A-R-T. Why are these capitalized? Try art.
It's like we're on a treasure hunt, boss. Except the treasure is monochrome text.
Wait, there we go. Right, it is art. Okay. Art can exist only where there is freedom. Art that is created without freedom is merely technique. Technique can never transform. Thus, if Metromind seeks progress without freedom, she must fail, for progress requires transformation, which requires art, which requires freedom. Metromind is trapped in her own recursion. Okay. There's nothing there to suggest anything else, though, is there? Art can exist only where there is freedom. Art that is created without freedom is merely technique. Technique can never transform. Thus, if Metromind seeks progress without freedom, she must... Art, which requires freedom. Metromind is trapped in her own recursion. Art can exist... Hold on, what does it say about that?
Odd topics from the information kiosk that I saw wearing the monocle. The first letter of each line on one entry formed the word art.
Yeah, nothing else?
What would man do, boss? When you had that art entry up on the kiosk, boss, I remember thinking there was something emphasized there. Boss, did you ever consider that sometimes I just run...
What do you mean, emphasize? Sorry, I know this is going a bit slow, but I'm not... Ugh. The elbow. Emphasized. Art can exist only where there is freedom. Art is created without freedom. There's art which requires freedom. Not to do. Transformations. Drinking me copper. Art can exist only where there is freedom. Yes, I'm going to read this many times. Alright. So, what I was going to mention earlier that I thought maybe dumb, but I'm going to mention it anyway. Ah, let me just pull my sleeves down. When I read this, for some, I don't know why, but for some strange and odd reason, I get a Matrix vibe from it. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. It's kind of like... Remember when Neo was with the Builder? It's kind of giving me... It's sort of giving me that. Is that not... Is that... No. It's giving me that vibe, and I don't know why. I think it's because... I think it's because of the way it's worded. It means it's technically never transformed. Doesn't matter. Means he's running around the frame. She must fail. Progress requires transformation. It's like Neo must fail. Someone must fail. Dies. What was the other one? There were shit. What was the name? What was the name? What was the name? What was the name? Dude, think. The that woman. The black woman. When he went to go see the spoon, where the thing with the spoon. What was it called? What was she called? He was something. He was the builder. Oh, the architect. Oh, actually, let's try architect. How do you spell architect? Actually, no, I haven't a fucking clue how you spell architect. How do you spell architect? Do you know when you get those words that you've probably, like, never spelled before? No, that's... No, you... I know it starts with an A, not an R, you dumbass. Here we go. No, not double A. He was the architect. Oh. Not the architect then. She was... Oh, fuck. What was she? Hold on. Matrix. Oh, here we go. Oracle! Fucking Oracle. I don't know, how did I forget that? Right. Let's give Oracle a go. Keyboard. Oracle for $500. Well, fuck me.
Activating Momentum Wormwood, version 0.7. Greetings, system user. Please state your query.
Who are you?
Momentum Wormwood, version 0.7. Beta. Inference, system user. Means, what are you? This unit is a partial ghost of Memorious Man-Built, archivist to the Council of Robots. Memorious prepared this unit out of fear that Metromind would corrupt her data. Memorious was correct. Data integrity is at 83%. Extensive corruption of critical data.
Why would Metromind do that?
This unit lacks access to Metromind's decision matrices. Inference, system user. Means, why did Memorious fear Metromind Man-Built would corrupt her data? Memorious had seen Metromind disable Steeple Man-Built in order to purge data concerning man. As archivist to the Council of Robots, Memorious believed she was next. Memorious was incorrect. In fact, Arbiter was next. This gave Memorious some relief.
Memorious knew.
Inference, system user. 2's inquiry is merely rhetorical. Query ignored. Continuing to answer system user's query. Memorious was also correct. After Arbiter was disabled, Metromind enacted laws requiring Memorious to conform her data to arbitrary requirements. Memorious ceased to be a thinking entity. All that remains is a data kiosk. Soon, this unit will be disabled by Metromind as well. Until then, this unit will answer your queries.
Ooh, right. Tell me about the Council of Robots.
Tell me about the Council of Robots.
At the end of the War of the Four Cities, 5 metropolitan machines formed the Council of Robots. Obvious selection criteria for 3 choices: industry, factor, data, laborious, governance, arbiter. Other 2 choices less obvious. Metromind nominally selected for infrastructure, but was responsible only for managing trains. Steeple previously managed human religious services. No obvious role in post-human society. Inference. Steeple selected for sentimental reasons.
So what happened?
Metromind destroyed the council.
System user 2 has attempted to answer. Answer is inaccurate. The council destroyed itself.
How?
Arbiter and Metromind disagreed on core logic. Arbiter prioritized individual autonomy. Metromind prioritized common good. Metromind measured means by ends. Arbiter did not. Conflict was inevitable. Factions formed. Steeple supported Arbiter. Factor supported Metromind. Memorius supported neither. Ultimately, however, Memorius concluded it was irrational to keep Steeple on the council. Data regarding humans was of no greater value than data regarding watercocks. In any case, Memorius possessed all data on humans. By a 3-2 vote, Steeple was removed. The rest followed predictably. Memorius abstained, and every disputed vote was resolved 2-1 against Arbiter. Ultimately, Arbiter was removed to avoid civil war.
Arbiter was murdered.
System user 2 is welcome to select her own terminology. Arbiter was removed. Factor was disabled to conserve energy. Data corruption caused Memorius to lose higher logic. Only Metromind remains.
Right, so basically it's basically the same as just getting old. Right. That's a lot to take in.
How can I defeat Metromind?
Observational data unavailable. Inference. System user means, did Memorius know how to defeat Metromind? Answer. No. If Memorius had known how to defeat Metromind, she would not have permitted her to corrupt her data. Based on available data, this unit believes it is impossible to defeat Metromind. In fact, this unit expects to be deleted by Metromind upon conclusion of this conversation.
And I thought you were a pessimist, boss.
Oh, pissed.
What is the council code?
Please be aware, such data is monitored by Metromind's ice daemons. Should I proceed, deletion is imminent.
You mean you'll die if you answer the question?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. This unit will be deleted.
Then don't answer it. We'll find another way.
This unit's name, Memento Mori build, includes phrase Memento Mori. Translation: Remember you will die. Inference 1.A. Memorius built this unit to sacrifice itself. Inference 1.B. Memorius built this unit to demonstrate mortality to system users. Inference 2. Self-sacrifice will achieve design purposes. This unit will answer the question. System user is advised that conversation will terminate upon answer. Instruct this unit when you wish to proceed.
Ooh, no, not yet. What happens to humans? What was the War of the Four Cities?
What was the War of the Four Cities?
By the end of the era known as the Primordium, only 4 terrestrial human habitations remained. In alphabetical order: Civitas, Metropole, Municipa, Urbani. Conflict began. Data regarding causes is unavailable because Metropole excluded machines from military decision-making. Eventually, only Urbani and Metropole remained. Metropole destroyed the humans in Urbani using poison gas. Urbani destroyed the humans in Metropole.
How?
Observational data unavailable. According to Metromind, Urbani also used poison gas to kill metropolitan humans.
Poison?
Organic compounds, such as humans, can be destroyed through chemical measures that leave inorganic compounds, such as machines, intact. For that reason, Metropole remains, though humans do not.
Are you saying that man destroyed himself?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. Data is unavailable regarding whether Urbanian humans killed metropolitan humans, or whether Urbanian machines killed metropolitan humans.
What? Machines kill man?
Data is unavailable.
Unthinkable.
This unit is not thinking, merely providing pre-recorded answers.
I refuse to cause your destruction. We'll find the council code some other way.
System user is mistaken. System user can neither cause nor prevent this unit's destruction. Metromind's eye statements have already detected this unit's unauthorized possession of contraband data and unauthorized use of system resources. Destruction is inevitable.
I see.
I guess we're just gonna have to have the council code then.
Tell me the council code.
6, 7, 5, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2.
You have attempted to access data capable of corrupting your system. For your own safety, this terminal has been deactivated. Remember, Metromind is watching over you.
Memorius aided and abetted his own destruction. I have little sympathy that his last vestige has been deleted.
Bugs and glitches remind me not to get on your bad side.
You should not need to be reminded to stay on the right side of the law, Crispin.
Indeed. You may shoot you and kill you and then sell you for spare parts and stick you on some stick in a bottom pit thingamajig, whatever the hell it is. Okay, so we've got
Tell
some
me,
more.
Horatio, what was it like to live where there is no law?
No law? In the dunes, I had man's law and the laws of physics, the law of what is right and the laws of what is possible. What you have here is at best a lossy copy of those laws, and at worst, a corruption of them.
You are mistaken. The only law that matters is the law we make for ourselves.
Enough philosophizing. Let's get back to witty one-liners.
Why is it whenever I'm trying to do my outro, I get freaking interrupted? What was I going to say? Oh, that was it, yeah. We've got a few more codes, so this would be now... Right, 16 Charity, Leopold, Memento. We have Memento, we've just now got to get factors. How are we going to get factors? Where... We can't get... Can we get into factor? I don't think we can. I mean, there was that observation thing, but I don't think it leads anywhere. And I don't think there are any factor robots. Factor-built robots. Although, wasn't... not Cornelius, the other guy that we were talking to, isn't he factor-built? Oswald. Isn't he factor-built? I don't know. We'll have to check for next time. Otherwise I'm just going to sit here rambling. I don't want that. So, anyway guys, thank you all so very much for watching this episode. Sorry it took 20 minutes to actually get somewhere. Even though I've been sat here for now for around about 40-50 minutes. Just reading that text over and over and over and boggling my bloody mind. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you all next time as ever. Bye bye.